Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Hello, we are back with Against the Impossible Storm, where I, the Dread Canary, play Against the Storm, the roguelite city building game by Aramite Games, currently in early access. On Impossible, which is not the hardest setting, despite its name, but it is close to it. Now, we are still playing on the Homecoming patch, where villagers return to their homes during break instead of the hearth. There are some indications, namely on their test server, that system is going away. So we may only have to deal with it for another week, but for now, that is what we're doing. Now, as you'll see, we are currently winning for our fight for the Queen's favor. We have the First Dawn Company are the only ones with any points. The other two are behind, and they are here and here. Now, I could block them to just keep them from winning, but frankly, I'd prefer to push out. I want to see what this question mark is. So today we're going to start by going here. We can't go there. That's too far away. We're going to go here. I think we'll call this something nice, like Codswallop. Why not? Of course, the difficulty is where it's always going to be, on Impossible. And let's take a look at our options. So we've got either 7 Harpies and 2 Beavers, or 9 Beavers. And I love Beavers, so 9 Beavers is tempting. These guys have extra meat, but these guys have fully processed jerky. These guys have bricks and clay to make more bricks. They have pottery. Pottery is usually fairly easy to get or impossible, but bricks are often a bit of an issue. And we've got wood and we've got coal. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my beloved beavers. We got 4 embarkation points. So for our bonuses, you know, if we know we're going beavers, and beavers like wine, let's go ahead and take the herbalist camp. So if we find any berries or mushrooms, we can pick them and press them into wine. And let's go. Alright, so Strange Visions. Active from Hostility 0 during drizzle. Units that have houses have a 20% chance to double their yield each production cycle. That's really good. So that's a good reason to get housing up quick. Plus, I see a few more. We cannot make sacrifices during the storm. That's going to hurt. We can't do any extra burning to make people happy, so we'll have to manage that in other ways. Villagers move slowly off of roads, not really a problem. I build a lot of roads. Housing or they die. Okay, well, this plus this is telling me let's get housing up quick. And recipes producing building materials yield half as much. Okay, that's actually not terrible. I mean, this is the worst one, and we don't have anything here that's going to destroy buildings, so Cursed Rain is going to be our biggest problem, I think. Of course, as always, we're going to start by building 2 lumber camps. And let's take a look at our surroundings. We have a dangerous glade, dangerous glade, dangerous glade, with a forbidden glade right here. Another dangerous glade off to the side. So that looks very nice. On this side, we've got regular, 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 dangerous glade. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going that side. So I'm actually going to move over here, because I, of course, really like starting with squaring our living territory. Looks good. And we'll go this way. And that will start letting us get wood without actually breaking into any glades which will raise the hostility. I mean, the advantage, of course, is more resources. But I'd rather make sure that we don't raise the hostility too early, especially when hostility 1 has a chance of killing people if they don't have houses. And since we only have beavers, I don't have a choice of who to put on the hearth. But remember, beavers, when working the hearth, use less fuel. They use 20% less fuel than anyone else. So we should be fine there. Go up to our double speed that we always play on. Let's actually build some basic roads since I don't have stone and take our first cornerstone. Okay, 2 bonus vegetables means we need a small farm and we need to find a fertile ground, which, very nice. Lowering the hostility of the forest is good, but in this case I'm not too fussed about it because you'll recall that none of our mysteries of the forest are particularly late. Like, we're gonna go to hostility 3. There's no way for me to stop us going to hostility 3, so all this is gonna do is reduce the general global debuff. But now that I'm thinking about it, not being able to make sacrifices means that this might actually come in very clutch in terms of keeping people from being too unhappy during the early years. On the other hand, meat delivery line just gives us 5 meat per minute, and 5 meat per minute ends up being a lot of food over the course of the game. So I'm actually going to go with meat delivery, though protected trade is sounding tempting now that I remember we can't do sacrifices. Regardless, we will go ahead and just continue on with our squaring off. There is a setting to make only marked trees the default, so I did that. Okay. Open up 2 dangerous glades. I'm doing that anyway. It'll give me a tool shop with coal and copper. Alternately, I can get 4 people and 10 amber. You know, I'm going to go with Tock. That sounds better. Open up 4 glades. Or the herbalist. And of course, you'll remember, we already have an herbalist camp. We got it for free as part of our embarkation bonus. Now, it does mean that if I get the chance to get mushrooms and berries, I have to basically not eat them, which is kind of annoying, whereas this one is just something I'm going to end up doing anyway. But +1 herbs. Herbs are used for all sorts of things. They're used for incense, they're used for pie, they're used for cosmetics. Not so happy about the people. 5 more items at once. We're going to go with exploration because I know we're going to be able to get it. Hello, chat. Glad to see we're excited about the 5 meat per minute. And apparently I'm getting a good morning, despite the fact that it's 9:30 p.m. where I am. So, good morning to you, wherever you happen to be. Okay, so getting +1 to packs of crops only matters if I'm going to be doing a lot of packs of crops. Clearing glades, solve 2 glade events I'm going to do anyway. 5 packs of building materials gives more meat. I'm not going to need meat. 3 parts and 4 people. Planting crops is faster. This isn't usually a problem. I'm going to go with Rich Harvest anyway, just because I don't know that I want to infuse that many people that quickly. And now, let's take a look at what we got. Well, herb garden's pretty much a must-have. Oh no, that's an interesting choice. Now, normally, here I'd go with the carpenter, because the carpenter gives us planks and tools, but this order gives us the tool shop, which makes tools better than the carpenter. So rather than that, we're going to go ahead and take the lumber mill. They just really want me to take this carpenter. Now, the lumber mill can make scrolls, it just makes them inefficiently, and it can... and we already know how we're going to get tools, so all the scribe would do is give us ale and more efficient scrolls. The carpenter, planks, tools, we already know why we're not doing this. The smithy, again, tools, so still not useful, plus coats and packs of trade goods. Coats are decent, but the tools and the trade goods aren't, so we're going to take the cookhouse. Glad to know I've got a viewer from across the pond. Now, of course, the question is which pond. I'm assuming usually that means England or Europe from, the East Coast. But there is water in all directions. Oh, cool. Got a viewer from the UK. That's excellent. And then chat's also telling me they like the missions that you have to accomplish passively. I think at some point I'll want to do a challenge where I specifically take missions that I'm not ready for and try to hold on anyway, which isn't as crazy as it sounds because there are achievements for not doing any orders at all. And so it's certainly possible to take orders that are difficult and still win. Okay. So I've got 3 idle workers, and we know we want housing. I missed out on bonuses for the first year. And we have to remember that on this patch, I've been playing on the experimental server, so I'm not used to it anymore. But on this patch, people return to wherever their homes are for breaks. Let's go ahead and set this up. Set that up. Okay, so we just about have this corner cut down. I should probably get my camps up before I forget. I mean, it's already pretty late in the year. There we go. And let's move this closer into these trees. And let's go ahead and put up some more basic shelters. Now, of course, I'm going to delete these basic shelters later. They're literally just there to make sure that nobody dies during the first storm. And if I timed that right, we should get this just about perfect. Come on. Okay, maybe not, so let's go ahead and knock it down to hostility 0, just long enough to get the house up. House is up. And let's set a pair of beavers on collecting clay. Adjust this a little bit. There we go. And here goes the new year. Okay, so orders. Okay, just building materials in general gets us a lot of building supplies. 6 beaver housing, and 50 pickled goods. Oh, this isn't produce and like send them to the Citadel. This is make them and then let my people eat them. Gives me more beavers. And +3 to beaver resolve and roots. We know I love my beavers. Okay, turn in coal and building materials to get some tools, fast for wood cutting, and a bundle of coats, or packs of crops to get more yield out of all my farms. I'm going to take the bonus yield out of farms. Meanwhile, every 2 solved dangerous events lowers hostility by 50. That could be really good. Reputation increased from resolve, but hostility increases by 45 points. And again, I cannot make sacrifices during the storm, so we're not doing that. +1 resolve every time we sell Amber. You know, I think Calming the Forest actually ends up being a much bigger boost. Already clicked that, and let's see what we got. Okay, we've got lizards and harpies. Well, let's swap this to a lizard, get that sweet resolve bonus. Remember that all harpies do is let your people carry more. And while that is a benefit, I don't think it's as big of a benefit as any of the other three. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just sneak our way into this dangerous glade right away. And of course we need another house. Right. So we have the planks already, we just need the fabric. Let's go ahead and put a lizard in here making some fabric. Alright, so good news is it doesn't take anything to work. If we don't deal with it, then it's going to kill every living being within 20 fields. Okay. Now, I wish there was a good way of seeing that radius. That is one thing I'd like to see put in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So somewhere around here, it would kill every living being in the area. Yeah, we're not doing that, obviously. Now, while working this, everyone has -18 to resolve that hit. Oh, just woodcutters and gatherers. Okay, we can deal with that. And impatience grows faster. That's going to be rough, but nothing for it. Getting the building materials would be nice, but I think that given how fast the impatience is going to build, we're better off just sending that to the queen. Okay. Take harpies off that, and there's no problem there. Beavers are the only ones who have an issue, and if I take one beaver off, average goes down. If I take 3 beavers off, average goes down a lot. Cool. That's enough to keep everyone happy. So there we go. Everyone's housed, and of course housing has a 20% chance to double the yield each production cycle, which is very nice. Yes, okay. And you know what, since I don't know if I'll have anything else, I'm going to go ahead and make more fabric and bricks, and let's cap it at 10 each since we're doing it inefficiently. Good news is they will be done working this before the storm, because the storm's going to be in like 4 minutes. Yeah. And that'll be done in less than 2. And as soon as this guy delivers, we'll be able to make a lumber mill. Almost there. Go. That means we can go ahead and put a beaver on making some planks. Almost done, guys, because I would love to be collecting other stuff. Two, one, boom. Okay. Put a harpy back in here. These 2 beavers back in here. I don't have anything that needs to be built right now, so we don't have to worry about that. They're clearing this out. And yeah, so we are already at almost 6 impatience, and it's just year 2 clearance. Stonecutters Camp has nothing nearby. Alright, go get these roots. I mean, honestly, part of why I rush collecting these early resources is the same reason I square off my opening. It's because I like to have neat living spaces that I can then build out. And the next update, assuming that the changes on the experimental server go through, make it important to have a nice big area around each hearth, because the hearth starts giving bonuses. It's a really cool system, and I'm hoping that it'll be implemented next Thursday, which is when they usually make their updates, so that I can show you people. Okay, now again, remember, we cannot make sacrifices. So I cannot burn something to make these harpies happier. The only thing I can do is either lower the hostility of the forest by taking people off woodcutting, or I can favor them. I suppose technically I could also make specialized housing, but I'm going to go with favoring them. Once we get down to about this blue tick mark, I'm going to favor them so that they don't leave. But that should be enough. Boop. That they don't leave, and that these guys don't go super negative before the storm's over. We can throw another beaver in here. Alright, year 3. Serve ale 50 times. Now, I don't have humans, so the only people who will drink ale are beavers. Alternately, take Tock is solve 3 dangerous glade events. I already have to do one more automatically, and I'm heading in a direction that has a lot of dangerous glades. So I'm going to do this, plus a free building. Really nice. Plus we get parts either way. Yeah, I love that. Okay, now in this, I really like fulfilling this one. It's easy to do, and beavers love working in the rain collector, but lost knowledge is pretty neat. 30 jerky, 30 pie. Crystal growth is nice. Because crystallized dew is basically the only way to make tools on a Royal Woodlands map. You know, I'm going to go with Lost Knowledge. We have to do a lot of dangerous glade stuff, and sometimes you can find that in packs. Let's grab... Well, we're getting 2 harpies either way, and I think I'd rather have a lizard. And, of course... Okay, free jerky for every 10 pie. That is a lot of food over the course of the game. Alternately, bonus mushrooms, if I have a way to get mushrooms, and I do, because I've got the herbalist camp. I don't really need meat specialization, because I have a free influx of meat all the time. You know, I think I'm going to go with the jerky. Wait, hold up. If I look at my food production, I currently have a cookhouse, which produces biscuits and skewers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go with the fungal guide. We like mushrooms. Okay, and we will go this way. I know at least half my chat likes mushrooms, which I say that as if my chat is more than 2 people. But hey, at some point, maybe we'll get some more viewers in here. Alright, so we have a new dangerous glade. Lovely. Lots of fertile ground. Perfect for that herb camp. We've got a rain mill. Wonderful. Let us make flour. Let us make scrolls. Packs of building materials if we need them. We don't. But, you know, if something happens, that'll be a nice influx of people. But this is the real kicker. Okay. That's a problem. The good news is that its negative is that it destroys trade goods and amber in 6 minutes. If I don't have any trade goods or amber in 6 minutes, then it doesn't hurt anything. So, we have a mini game. Get rid of all of my amber within 6 minutes. And it's very easy to play, because all you have to do is get a trader, and then don't acquire any more amber. Now, I'm kind of particular, as you can tell, about how I like my settlement setup. So, Let's go ahead and send some harpies over here. I'll finish that thought in a moment. We've got so much meat, and I'm going to take the people. Probably should have taken the amber, but I didn't. Excuse me. You guys skipped a tree? Could you come back here and get this tree, please? Ah, chat has predicted what my response is going to be. So we get trading post. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We've got a beaver in here. You're fully staffed. You're fully staffed. I could have just done this. Yes. My allocation of workers is batty. They are, like, I'm just half doing everything. And let's talk to Sahilda. Okay, so we have 16 amber. Ooh, okay. +1 resolve is great, but getting access to a farm is also great. I'm going to go with the access to a farm. And I already know that I'm going to have a rain mill. So this +1 flower production could be huge, but again, so could furniture. Let's see. If I have 2... and there's 24. Let's see if I can get 22 worth of amber. I don't think I can, but in the event I can, it would be fantastic. Okay. Plus we can sell that. Oh, we can. We 100% can. It's like Christmas over here. 1, 2. Now we don't want to overpay. There is a feature of the trader that I have literally never used, and at some point I probably should. You can attack the trader. I don't know how it works. I've literally never used it, because that's not the kind of viceroy that I am. But it's an option that at some point I'm going to have to look at. Trade this, and that gives us 11 for furniture, plus 13 for flower upgrades, and there we go. I now have no trade goods. So this Forgotten Temple of the Sun does nothing. Beautiful. And we need another house, so let's get a second house up. And I want to do something about my current worker allocation. So first off, let's swap you to just bee lizards. Then, let's swap you to just be harpies. And let's build some housing. We can put another beaver back here. I have 5 parts, and it is very important that I get my herbalist camp up. Like so. Yes, chat, I got a great deal on all of the upgrades that we just got. Between the farm and the furniture and the flower bonus, very nice. If you can hear a slight crackling in the background, that may be fireworks, because the American Independence Day is coming up, and people like lighting fireworks up all weekend. I don't know if it's loud enough for the mic to pick it up, but if it is, that's what that sound is. Woodcutting Camp has no trees nearby. That's right, I didn't mark anything. And we told it to only cut marked trees. That looks good. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and clear cut all of this. Got a little bit too excitable there. There we go. Now, of course, I am going to want to put what the game developers call a hub down here, where I put a storage for people to turn their work in. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, that'll help. And that'll help. Nope, we're gonna lose one. Didn't do that fast enough. But on the other hand, we just built double. We just built double Harpy houses, which fixed our Harpy resolve problem for at least this year. Once we got rid of the extra Harpy. Alright, year 4. Okay, build 2 Tinkerers and a Clan Hall. No frickin' way. Not happening. No, because this building is useless. We're not doing it. Luxury. Fulfill your villagers' need for luxury 150 times. So we have to make wine. We just have to make wine, which I wanted to do anyway. Love it. And gain 2 additional trade slots, but no, we cannot afford faster impatience. Cost of rerolling blueprints is lowered by 10, but favoring is disabled. Between the storm not letting me make sacrifices and, you know, Harpies being quick to get mad and leave, this is not happening either. So we're going to take the free parts. Yes. Ooh, parts. We're taking the parts. Okay. And the reason why we're taking the parts is we're going to build another woodcutters camp. They're working, they're working. We will toss another lizard in here. At some point, I need to do a couple of things. Let's make Harpies be my farmers, since I don't have humans. Yeah, there's no way of doing that anytime soon. Put some beavers in here. And actually, we are going to make this beavers. And the reason we're making this beavers is because Harpies get a bonus to alchemy, and the herbalist camp counts as alchemy. Not sure why it does, but it does, so we might as well optimize our bonuses. Let's push our way into this dangerous glade. Get some beavers on that. We got beavers in there. That's all great. What else should we be doing? Let's go ahead and put a rain collector in. I'll always get a rain collector eventually. You know, thinking about it, that's not the right place for that. We'll put it here for now. And we are going to put a cookhouse right there. Of course, lizards love working in the cookhouse because the cookhouse is warm. Okay, yep, we've got plenty of materials to rebuild the rain mill. Food's not really an issue yet, but we do have to get going on some of these missions because the queen is getting hella impatient. Okay. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Love this. Just need to figure out who I'm going to send. We'll send these 2 lizards. Okay, so looks like we're going to do this with planks. We're going to... Ooh, 30 stone is nice. That would let us make stone roads, but I really like having constant influxes of food. So we are going to go ahead and assign those 2 lizards to converting this into a termite nest that will permanently give us food. Fantastic. Working that, we'll take them... There we go. It'll take them 3 minutes 30. We already know that that is less time than the entire clearance. So we will be fine there, and that'll knock out this first one. And then once we get another glade, that'll knock out the second quest. That's going to be pretty good. So we are getting some traction. Of of course, I've got to deal with the fact that everyone's unhappy. And I've got two ways of doing that. I can take people off of woodcutting, but I don't want to do that. So instead, we are going to happy burn way too much stuff. An unsustainable amount of stuff, because that's like 100 per minute. That's like 108 per minute for 3.5 minutes. Okay. Let's do it this way. And actually, there we go. Okay. So now it's 72 per minute for 3.5 minutes, which is still pretty fast, and I don't think we're going to keep up. But should be okay. Stonecutter's Camp has nothing nearby. Well, let's go pick up some clay. Scavenger's Camp is empty, but I've got some unemployed beavers. Everyone is housed, which is excellent. Let's start working on this area. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to make a storage right there. And we'll make a nice little this and that. And our scavengers is empty, so we'll move scavengers up here to start getting us some plant matter. Now this is going to go off in 3.5 minutes, so obviously I don't want to claim this for amber yet. I could claim it for people, and I probably will. Yeah, you know what? But I don't want to do that yet, because the number of people will increase the hostility of the forest, and we don't really want to do that right now. Okay, we got another trader. Bonus fiber, faster traders, harvesting crops being faster. This is actually really worthwhile. Bonus ale. We're not making ale, so we need 10. We're going to save this because it pops up in a lot of dangerous glades. We have a lot of planks. I actually should turn off plank production. But in the meantime, let's sell that. And let's sell that. Boom. Boom. Hey, beavers. I know, but can you stop? Thank you. Kick these two lizards out. And we'll put them over here. We're not going to make any pigment yet, but we will make skewers. And both harpies and lizards like skewers, so that's going to be fantastic. And once these lizards finish, I'm going to actually put all of them in the cookhouse, because we're going to permanently have influxes of meat and insects. So I should always have most of what I need there. Let's go ahead and put a beaver in here. Beavers like working in here because it's an engineering building. And we can start turning some of this grain into flour. Why are we unhappy? Okay, we're no longer... Oh, yeah, we ran out of fuel. Oh, we ran out of fuel. That's bad. I just realized what I said. Okay. Well, that's real bad. Hey, guys. Can we get some fuel deliveries out here? Oh, you are delivering fuel. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're okay. For now. Yep, we've already got that, and then we can turn in our first quest. Gets us a tool shop, as well as more coal and copper. That's great. And we are going to move this shelter slightly back. And we are going to build a tool shop right here. Whoop. Okay. Plus, let's see what else we can get. Okay, so the grove would give us the ability to basically farm crystallized dew without having to make it. The rain mill's useless, obviously, because we already have a rain mill that we found in the forest. The plantation would be great for making wine. I don't know if I need it. I'm going to go with the Grove. Because the Grove is going to let me grow crystallized dew. And growing crystallized dew plus all the planks that we make will let us make tools. And getting tools on the Royal Woodlands is a bit of a pain otherwise. It does mean we're going to need to build another hub, which means we'll need more parts, which lots of supply chain issues. But you know what? We are making progress. Slip this up that way. And, you know, I'm thinking I can probably clean up this side, too. And can we square into the corner? That looks lined up to me. Oh, but we need to go one more layer back. Nice. And then on this side... Sure. Okay. Okay, so I need one more Harpy house, and I have 2 Harpies farming, so obviously we should put the Harpy house over here so they don't have to go travel far for work. And you know what? I think we're just going to make a double layer of Harpy housing right there. I love that. There, okay. And then we are going to toss a makeshift hearth right here. This to the side and pull all of these guys out and pull this guy out. That gets us down to 2, and then if I favor the Harpies, should be able to keep them happy-ish for a bit. And let's go ahead and make some beaver housing down here too while we're at it. Unfavor the Harpies. If you guys could tick up, that'd be great. Okay, there we go. And we put a lizard in. No, we can't. Where are all our lizards working? Exactly where I told them to be working. Make it? I think we're gonna make it. We made it. Nice. Okay, and that means put our beavers back in. Beaver. Beaver, beaver, beaver. Okay. And there we go. So last order is going to be jerky and biscuits. Gives us a market where we can eat the wine, drink the wine. And if we make cosmetics, we can give cleanliness 2 Harpies. That's pretty great, as opposed to 5 ancient tablets. I've already got a quest for 3 of them. I don't think 5 is a good idea, because then I would need 8. So that's what we're going to go with. And then over here, let's take a nice balance. And then for our next one, 5 roots a minute would be so much food. Gaining herb and root production when we make biscuits seems like a great way to make herb and roots, but I'm gonna go with flame amulets. I already have 2 sources of infused food per minute. I don't think I need a third. And flame amulets will lower the hostility of the forest significantly. And again, I cannot sacrifice at the hearth. Okay. At some point, we need to get more cloth. And it looks like we're not going to be getting it this way. Let's put a beaver in here. Let's put a beaver in here. No. Let's make that 2 Harpies. And then up here, we are going to make farm fields and a grove. And we're just going to tell the grove right away, we only want crystallized dew. Guys are doing great. We have lots of food. Food's not a problem. but we need cloth. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and square up this side. There we go. I think that's lined up. Those big round trees always mess me up a bit. I'm gonna go around the side here. Yes, okay. Yep, and one in the corner. That's all good. There we go. Now I do want to push forward into these, but we're not, obviously. And why are you so happy? Skewers? It's just skewers and biscuits? Alright. Rock on. People are happy just because they're getting good food. I love that. That's fantastic. Well, also the queen is hella impatient. That could be a bit of a problem. So we should probably address that, like, now. Still don't need a rain mill. I don't expect copper bars to be a thing, but bricks would be nice. And pie... I can currently make biscuits, right? I can currently make biscuits. And... okay, yeah. Bricks and pie, this could be big. I don't need skewers, I don't really need ale. Yep, bricks and pie. Ooh, cosmetics. Nope, bricks and pie. Bricks and pie. Excellent. You no longer make bricks. We are going to put a beaver house here. We are going to put a lizard house here. And 2 lizard houses here and there. Finish up some paths. Nice. We need 7 packs of crops. We just need 7 packs of crops, okay? We're gonna go ahead and change this to, I guess, mushrooms. Woodcutter's Camp has no deposits nearby. Which Woodcutter's Camp? This one? Okay. Move this to the corner. Now this little symbol is popping up because the people who live in this house are too far away from their place of work. This is one of the major annoyances of this patch, and I am really glad that the developers listened to the feedback from the community and was like, yep, this was a bad idea, we're not doing this. And they did a much better one, which, like I said, is on the experimental server right now. So we have Stonecutter's Camp, Stonecutter's Camp, Stonecutter's Camp. Go here, get roots. How much clay do we have? Quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, alright. And building materials, we have a little bit of fabric, which at some point I need to figure out some way of dealing with this. But it doesn't look like it's going to be soon, because the cheapest thing to make is fabric, and I don't have any good buildings for making fabric. Guys, could we hurry it up with the lizard house? Please? Guys? Please? Oh, we're fine. Right, people moved in. Okay. And because they're well fed and getting decent housing, my people are relatively happy despite me not making sacrifices. So we're kind of okay there. Vaguely okay there. Swoop this around. We need one more glade. How are we coming on those packs of crops? You can stop working. Because we have all the crops we need to turn in this quest. Okay. Global production is 30% faster, but trading is unavailable. No. Trade hub. Every time I sell goods worth 60 amber, it gets me +1 reputation point, but it's harder to gain reputation from resolve. Otherwise, -5 global resolve, but 15 every for 3 minutes when I open a glade. We're going with the trade hub. Also, a trader's here. Very nice timing. We are going to get a nice balance, I think. Hi. Okay. Smelter. We don't need this. Constructing buildings faster is nice. Woodcutting being easier is also nice. But I don't think I want any of that. I think I want tools, and lots of them. Hold on. Can I do this with tools? I can do this with tools. Yep. Okay. So let's get as many tools as we can. Now we can sell you copper, because I'm not going to smelt it. I can sell you logs, because these we can easily make more planks if we need to. I want to keep my clay. I don't think I have a use for resin yet, so we can sell all the resin. I need my I don't need my packs of crops. I can make them again. But we are getting close, so I want to turn that in soon. Maybe don't sell my packs of crops. Okay, if I sold all of that, I could get 30. What if I don't need 30? What if I just need 9? 9 seems doable. Because now we have 10. Oh, and we have packs of crops now, so I've got to deliver those fast. Which now means I've got amber. Great. Which I have to get rid of, because I've got a minute left on this. This is fine. This is fine. Whatever. Not optimally done, but, you know, whatever. So, we're going to sell all this for... I'm feeling fabric. We produce fabric really inefficiently, so let's get some fabric. And let's put 2 beavers up here on this grove. Like so, and let's get a storage facility directly across from them. Seems useful to me. Now, is there anywhere where I can get 2 beavers? Yes, there is. We can make these harpies. And that's going to give us some beavers that we want to put in there. And once this goes off, there it goes, we can put 2 people in here and send this to the Citadel for money. Provisioner is good for packs of provisions, which I don't need. Flour, which I don't need. Barrels, which I do need. But hey, look at that. We got a weaver. Okay, we have a weaver. Alright, ladies, get out. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and be a little inefficient with space and put this weaver right here. And let's go ahead and put some decorations back here. Now, the update that they're doing on the experimental server actually makes decorations matter, which is interesting. So, for now they're useless, but getting in the habit of putting them around buildings will serve me on the next patch. So, I might as well, I guess, practice, if you can call it that. At some point, I do need to find a way to make pickled goods, but that's not a problem for right now. Well, I mean, it could be a problem for right now. Okay. Luxury is only good for beavers, but the guild, but the bonuses to it is that traders show up faster and begin resolve whenever we sell for every 60 goods worth 60 amber worth of goods that have been sold ever, which is really nice. The bathhouse slows down the rate at which people leave when they're unhappy and increases global production speed, as well as giving us the ability to turn cosmetics into harpy happiness. The tavern lets us turn ale into beaver happiness and training gear into harpy and lizard happiness, and gives a flat +3 global resolve. And then, of course, there's a cellar, and the cellar lets us make pickled goods. I mean, it also lets us make wine, which I want to make anyway, because I do need to provide luxury to my people. I'm getting free jerky, so I don't really care about the jerky so much. Do I have any other recipes that let me... Nope. Okay, well, I mean, if one of them directly affects a quest and supports a second quest, you gotta do that one. So, pickled goods it is. Let's go. We will put the cellar right there. And we will put a harpy house right here. Oh, we do have pottery. That's useful to know. Okay. So the tool shop, I need to put beavers in once we start getting deliveries of this crystallized dew. Right. So let's go ahead and put them in here now, just to make sure I've got them there. We're going to tell them we want 50 fabric, no more. We're going to tell these guys we want 50 bricks, no more. And we don't actually want to make copper bars. And pie, we've already got... No, we don't have elsewhere. Let's make pie out of meat. And let's make skewers out of jerky. right? No. Let's not make skewers out of jerky. Let's make skewers out of mushrooms. No, because we're using those for wine. We'll do it out of insects. It's fine. We're going to put these dudes in here. We should probably get another beaver in there making flour. That's almost clear. This does... Oh, yep, there's eggs up here we can select. Great. Flip, flip. There we go. And pickled goods I think we're going to make out of mushrooms. Is there an extra harpy anywhere that I can steal? Not really. Okay. Oh, we got another building. Okay. Great. So we don't need the smithy. We don't need the scribe. I don't think I need any of this. It's down to the forager's camp or the alchemist hut. I think I went the alchemist hut. Okay. This should be this, and this should be that. There should be no barrels ever. Great. Yes. Excellent. I've got 2 people who aren't working. Why aren't you making fabric? We have 53 fabric. Okay. Well, if we have 53 fabric, let's go ahead and shift you to some other jobs that you could be doing instead. Let's go ahead and leave 1 in here just in case. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. So we need 1 more lizard house. We need 1 more lizard house. We need 10 beaver houses. We have 1, 6, 7. So we need 1 lizard house, 3 beaver houses, and we have enough housing for 12 harpies. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move this. Let's do this, and then make a nice little cluster there. And then over here, we're going to make a lizard house. And that should get everyone specialized housing. We're going to favor the harpies. No, we're not. Everybody out of the pool. Everybody out of the pool's not enough. Oh, that's bad. Well, if I can't everybody out of the pool, then I guess I'm just not gonna. Where are we at? 88. Every woodcutter adds 12. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to commit to losing somebody. we're gonna lose a beaver. Use our reroll. Hey, free jerky when we make pie. I thought I already had this, but apparently I didn't. On the other hand, silent looting. We're taking silent looting because now I'm producing tools. It doesn't look like it, but we are. We're producing tools. We got a bunch that are about to be delivered. And because we're producing tools, I will be able to lower the hostility of the forest that way. And that's big. It's going to be real big. Meanwhile, did I have any beavers that didn't get put? Yes. Down here. Got our beavers back in. Okay. We're going to go ahead and open up a dangerous glade. Put another beaver in here. How are we looking on jobs? Pretty good all around. I think this year we are going to get rid of our bad housing entirely and focus on what we can, who's unhoused. So we need 6 more beaver housing. We've got a couple of beaver houses already going up, so that's fine. Lizard housing. Okay, yeah, we're actually really close. If I just add a beaver house like here, should work. Not favoring anybody. What's this? Have at least 20 villagers who have jerky and 20 eating biscuits. Can do, I think. What do we need for biscuits? We have, well, let's use roots. And then we have that. And we get free jerky. Do we get free jerky with pie? No, we don't. I need to figure out how to get jerky. If I go to food, the seller can make jerky. The seller can make jerky. Excellent. All right. Dangerous glade. Sure. Yeah, we can do this. And so the pottery would be good for making the pickled goods that we need. Because we currently only have 11. I don't need chests of tablets, but I can sell them, and copper bars can be used into tools. So let's go ahead and do this. And that's excellent. And we can turn this in. And that lets us get another item. Which clothier would be nice. The other stuff's not that great. I'm going to go ahead and reroll. Okay. Bloodthirst and education does not help me with any of my stuff. Religion and education also doesn't help me with any of my stuff. But I think bloodthirst and education is going to be better. Because bloodthirst is lizard harpy, and education is beaver harpy. And then the bonus is +1 resolve for every salvaged or rebuilt ruin. And I've already got one, and there's another one in this glade. So we're going to go ahead and take the Explorer's Lodge. And we will put it... It's a 3x3. Okay. Oh, we'll just slap it here. That seems fine. Meanwhile, we're going to take 2 Harpies, and we're going to turn this in, because this impatience is a problem. It's a bit of a problem. We'll salvage this cellar, which will get us pickled goods in barrels. Love it. Trader arrived. Okay. So we can give him money just to straight up get reputation. Scouts open chest faster is not that great. I don't really need the tinctury or a... yeah, I don't need this. So the only thing that would be really helpful is this. We're building an Explorer's Lodge, and an Explorer's Lodge uses scrolls and training gear. So we can just straight up buy scrolls. We could also straight up buy pottery. We're not going to, though. We're going to buy scrolls with that, and I think... let's sell them some skewers. So that'll be great for the entire town, and then if I... okay. If I go down here... 13 amber worth would give us another reputation point. Okay. So that's how much worth we have to sell. There's nothing he has that I really want for that. So let's go ahead and just take it in pottery. And maybe some barrels. There we go. Nice. None of those are good. What if... we just did this? I know I took the thing that only gives me half of the usual benefit from resolve, but I can still get a lot of resolve this way. Or I get half the usual, yeah, I get half the reputation from resolve, but I'm still getting a lot of resolve. So let's go ahead and just take advantage of that, shall we? People are pretty happy, mostly because of the food they're eating. Hey, we've actually got everyone eating all the complex food that they want simultaneously. That's really great. That's really great. And just like that, I started that sentence way too early, because what I'm trying to say won't happen until we get a few more points. Here we go. Here we go. It's happening. There we go. All right. Okay, so we have 1290. We won, of course. We got our reputation. We had 7 impatience left. Now, it's actually pretty easy to get a lot of impatience left if you do what I just did, where you just start off very slow, but then make the queen very happy very quickly. We completed 5 orders, which is not great. We solved 2 events. We got 4 dangerous events. Nobody died, so that's a nice boost. But of course, some people left us, so I didn't get unity. Finished relatively early, and it's got more than 40 villagers, so that's decent. Let's go back to the world map and take a look at our standing. So we are currently still ahead of the Brass Order and the Vanguard of the Stolen Keys by a comfortable margin. We have unlocked fertile grounds, so we can get a lot of fertile soil in the next one, which means farming. And that was actually a very short time period. Look how much longer it took us to get to Vinehaven than it did to finish Codswallop. Let's go ahead and check out the Smoldering City. Are there upgrades that we can get? There is. Increased farming speed, okay. And we don't have enough food for anything else. So we'll go ahead and pause there. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, just a reminder, I stream these live on Twitch Saturdays at 9:30 Eastern until I finish 2 cities, and on Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, again until I finish 2 cities, and of course then upload all the videos Monday through Thursday onto my YouTube channel, which is just Dread Canary at youtube.com. Very easy to find. So I appreciate you watching. If you like Against the Storm, feel free to check it out with Eremite Games. They're still in development, still rolling out new features and responding to player feedback with a Discord and a Reddit and lots of places for fans of the game to provide feedback to the devs, and the devs respond usually within days. It's very nice. So thank you for your time. Have yourselves a great night.